podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
I'm back in the ring, American dream, just me and my team. The Florida boys, shout out to King. Another money grab with the Wu-Tang cream, raw tea with the flow, as King got mean. From a small town called Fresh off a bitch niggas ass niggas ever think of calling out me. Okay, my lid's low, but then lid's low. You know it started out piss po. Nothing like yo kin folks, fuck like I do it like this. I got all the belts, young Klitschko, if you want smoke, flame on. The only problem with that, Holmes, you got a glass jaw and I'm Roy Jones. Speak on my name, let me find out. Border wars blow your lights out. Mano a mano.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Boxing Voices Unguarded, where we sit back and we peel away the layers of the fighters that are participating in Border Wars. This time it's season 9, celebrity ref in the building, Steve Willis, and we're going to be having fighter Corrie Frank. Corrie, man, what's going on, brother? Let the world know a little bit about yourself, but specifically, where are you from?
I'm from Beaumont, Texas, man. So probably an hour and a half from Houston. Hour and 15 from downtown area, and about 30 minutes out from Louisiana. So kind of closer to the border part.
Okay. Okay, so you a Texas guy. All right.
Texas, man.
So
409.
Not really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I just want to start off by saying, man, I've been watching this show for a long time, man. It actually was the first podcast I got into, when I got into boxing, it kind of, helped me, figure out a lot of things, and
Oh, that's
I
what's
just want
up,
to tell
man.
y'all, keep up the good work, man. Y'all bring a lot of people into the sport.
You ain't never tell us that, so that definitely is what's up, man. All
Yeah,
I've been
man.
getting to hear is the cocky Corrie, man.
We love it.
The very confident
man.
Corrie, man. But I love the
Oh, yeah,
confident
yeah.
and cocky Corrie, man. I always think of myself, right? So, like, I remember I had a dude I was fighting. His name was Gus the Bus. My man was talking hella shit. It had me mad nervous. Like, I feel little shit in my stomach when they be talking greasy like that. So I'm wondering, like, damn, Donel.
And that's
How
mainly
he
what it's for,
feeling?
kind of to get into their head. I talk a lot of shit, and everything I do. I'm a little, there's a little cockiness to
Oh,
it.
we gonna
but,
get along, Corey. We gonna get along.
Yeah.
So, Corey,
I'm
man,
playing.
tell us
Go
what got
ahead.
you started into it, man. What made you pick up boxing?
Well, man, I always been an athlete, but around this area, Texas, boxing not really common. It's not too big. Not in this part of Texas. Football is real big out here. I was playing football, baseball, but I'm from like the kind of poor part of this area. Basically the streets. My people use sports to, keep me out the streets. My parents always kept me into doing something. So constantly all year round I was playing either football, basketball, baseball. Those they overlap a little bit, but they're year round. One point is football season. Next time, okay, now it's time to go to basketball.
So in
Now it's
other words,
time to
they're
go to
not giving you
baseball.
a chance to slow down at all.
Oh nah, man. I was, I ain't had no time to really, just be on bullshit, basically.
I'm trying to figure out who called in yesterday. He been calling in too, but he was like, "Yo, I see y'all got Corrie Frank, man. You better watch out." That's why I asked,
Oh,
was it
yeah.
with an S? Because he was saying Corrie Franks. I'm like, damn, do I got it wrong? Is it with an S? But I mean, I guess you already making noise in your home state.
Oh yeah,
Which
man.
is a
I'm
big
real.
state, man. It's a big state. So if people know you in different cities, that's pretty good, man.
Yeah, man. I make a lot of noise out there in the Houston area. Far as Greens Point and Usually that's where the Houston Golden Gloves is held, and
Uh
majority of my fights is held, in that area. So when they see me fight, they like, man, this guy, who is this dude? This guy's, but it's out the blue, We making a little noise.
Nice. So JD, the guy you was taking a look at his box rec, he in the chat and he said,
Mhm.
"I'm from Belmont too. Tell him I'm from South Park."
Beaumont.
Oh, Belmont.
Yeah, man. I heard them announce. I heard them announce. I'm from the South End. I'm kind of. That's like right across the line. Like it's South Park, and it's one border like a street. It's called Washington Boulevard that separates South Park from South End. So I'm like walking distance right from that area. But yeah, I seen that he was from Beaumont, Texas, and I went looked him up because
He said South
I
Park.
yeah, South Park. Yeah, that's part of that's a part of the neighborhood of Beaumont, Texas. You know. So I know I've never seen him or talked to him, but I definitely was looking into him, to see his box rec said he was from Marshall, Texas. So I got kind of confused with that.
Mm.
But when y'all announced him at the border wars, he did say he was from Beaumont.
Hey, just wanted to ask you a question again. First of all, I just want to let you know that you got a fan from Canada. So if you've never been international, you got your first fan from Canada. I'm a fan of you. Just the way I seen you perform. I'm looking forward to seeing it live. I love the fight talk because nothing like talking a little bit of shit, man. It gets the
Yeah.
juices flowing. You know what I'm saying? Get everybody all excited. So, and especially if you can back it up. Now we can tell
Yeah.
you're carrying this because Donel don't seem like too much of a talker. So
Yeah.
I'm excited that you know what I mean, maybe you can get him out of character a little bit and spice it up. You know what I mean? I want to know what kind of cardio are you doing for this training camp? Seeing that
Oh,
it is
man.
a 2-minute rounds and 1 minute rest in between for 3 rounds.
Man, I'm in shape year round. I always been in shape. I was actually planning before this. I was actually getting ready for nationals. I had a spot on nationals, but man, it's like 93 guys in my division, and they started kind of like narrowing it down a little bit. So they started putting guys on the waiting list, and the guys get first dibs that have those 200, 300 amateur fights. They've gained their national points and everything like that, and I haven't really competed in that many national level fights and tournaments to be able to surpass those guys. So far as cardio wise, bro, I might wake up in the morning, run 8 miles. Just depending on how I'm feeling. Then later on go do a workout, hop on the bike. But a lot of times I do treadmill. Intervals, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. A lot of times I'm shoot the machine up to like 7.5, 30 seconds. Next 10.5, 30 seconds. Go back. In time at least like at 3 miles. So that's probably about 15. It takes me about 15, 20 minutes on the treadmill to run like 3 miles. And then that's just warming up. I go shadow box, hit the bag.
So for the people who don't know, you got your little Ryan Garcia, Amir Khan, the fast hand challenge. Tell us what was the thought behind that for the people of Border Wars to get a look of some of what you got to do.
Man, I did that. I actually have a TikTok of me doing the actual Ryan Garcia challenge. I never post. It's on my Instagram or whatever. But when he first came out, I always wanted to do it. I seen him do it, and I was like, man, I don't usually do these challenges. Let me try this out. Let me see if I can do it. And one of these, a girl that also trains for my gym, she kind of encouraged me to do it. Just to, play around me just trying out TikTok, and I ended up doing the challenge. So, did that answer your question, or did I?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that definitely did. Definitely.
Okay.
So you said a girl from your gym. Do other people in your gym know that you participated in Border Wars?
Oh yeah, definitely. I just actually agreed to it. So it's only been like how long? About a week since I agreed to the fight, and maybe 2 weeks. So yeah, but they do know that's going on. My coach might not be able to be there, my actual trainer, because nationals is going on that around that same time. So we do have a couple of kids that's will be in the national tournament.
So what's your walk around weight, Corey?
Usually I walk around by 158, somewhere around that 157. Uh, I cut down. Y'all getting me down to 140, which I wanted to do anyway because that's what I always intended on fighting at in the pro level, either 135 or 140. You
Okay.
know, I make 152 in amateur easy, man. Like probably I start cutting probably 2 or 3 days before time, and I always, which I can, the weight classes in amateurs is so vague. It goes from, it's only a few of them. It's not as many as it is in the pro level. Amateurs, it jumps from 138 to 152 to 165.
Mm.
So I always figured, man, I might as well fight up. Fight stronger, bigger guys. Get used to the extra weight. But I could make 140 easily.
So 14 fights, 12-2, Golden Gloves champ.
Yeah.
So what is it about Border Wars that makes?
Hold on, Ness. Can I? Oh man, I want to ask my question. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I appreciate that. Listen, I just wanted to know for those out there, you've been watching. You said, and Ness is surprised that you've been watching Border Wars for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Why this time now?
Well, he said watching the podcast.
Well, the podcast, yeah, but you're gonna hear about it. And we always talking about it, right?
Yeah, I've been watching the podcast, and y'all always talking, and that's what kind of made me see into it because y'all started more, talking about it. Y'all started, every time I hop on and listen about, Crawford, one of the other fighters, I start hearing about Border Wars and how it's going. I was like, man, let me check this out. This might be something good for me, At first, I kind of dismissed it a lot. I ain't gonna lie because I was like, I looked at some of the footage y'all had, and some of those guys don't really look like the level of competition that I'm used to. So I was like, man, they might not even be able to make me a match. So when I did send you some footage the first time, I sent you a little control sparring. Like, let me see if he can. I don't want to send them too much. They might shoot me off.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's definitely a few guys, and for Donel, some might say the person that you fighting, Donel Fernandes, some might say we putting him in there tough, but he just fought JD. He didn't get knocked out. That's a former pro, and JD lost to Mitty, who's a semi-pro and the current champ in his league in the UK. So it should be a good test. Plus, I got to see Donel in there with Indongo, which is another pro in Alabama.
Yeah.
And I know that you have that experience, though. Them 14 fights are still 14 fights plus a Golden Glove championships. That adds that confidence that we've been seeing.
Yo,
Are you worried at all about Donel, or it wouldn't matter who you fighting on December 5th?
I mean, honestly, it wouldn't matter really too much. But I mean, he looked okay. He looked pretty good. He looked decent. I've been talking a lot of noise, but I haven't been tested. I spar a lot of pros, but I've never been in the actual war with a pro. I've never been in the actual fight. I get in there and spar them all the time. But it's a lot of amateurs around here that are working towards going to the pros and are competing in these nationals, and they, might get signed to good contracts. And I've been in there with those guys, like the guy fighting the championship Golden Gloves, Giovanni Marquez. He's like a 6-time national champion, Raul Marquez's son.
Wow. Okay.
Did you happen to take a look at the footage of Donel's last fight? And what did you think? What do you think?
Sure. I'm out. First, I'm gonna say I'm out. I don't slack on nobody. I'm gonna study. If I got an opponent in front of me, it don't matter if it's an amateur fight, pro. I'm gonna go find something about you. I gotta have some type of visual on you, some type of knowing a little something about you. And far as what I think about him is, he moves pretty good. I don't see a lot of power. Nothing that I should be worried about as far as that. He don't look too, he not. a lot of guys not gonna be more stronger or faster than me.
Okay, I love it. I love it. What is your what is your the music you like to listen to when you train it? Is it high tempo or low tempo?
Mostly high tempo. I'm into more the newer age stuff. I still think I'm 17, 8. I'm into what the kids into. I listen to NBA YoungBoy. No, and I'm from down south. A lot of Atlanta rap. My favorite rapper of all time is probably be Lil Wayne, which is from New Orleans right there.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
from. I don't listen to a lot of. I'm from Texas. I don't listen to a lot of Houston, rap, cause that's more, especially when I'm working out, cause that's more of a, we known down here in Texas for the screwed up and chopped. You can't really jam that while running miles and.
So, you got some questions? I got some from the people I want to get to. If you
Nah, go ahead. Go ahead.
cool, so we got that one white boy. That's John. He's also going to be fighting. He's going to be fighting for Surefire D. DeMarcus from out of, I believe, Houston. DeMarcus fought the last time we were in Dallas, and he beat Shawn Jones, also from Houston, at 190. He's going to be fighting at 160 versus white boy John. And John says, at what age did you start boxing, Corey?
I started at 21 years old, man. I walked into a gym. I felt like, cause after I graduated from high school, I went on a decline from sports. Period. Started smoking. Drinking alcohol. Just the health just declining. And I decided, like, man, let me get in the gym. Get back in shape. I came across a boxing trainer, a guy, just in the gym. He kind of showed me a little things about boxing, and they kind of drove me to start learning about the sport. And I'm like, why just train and do this for fun? Why not go in and get and compete? I'm spending all this time in the gym, getting in shape and getting back to, myself. I might need to put that towards something. I didn't have nothing really going at the time. I was working a regular job, Growing up, you still trying to figure out, what you want to do in life. And that was my biggest thing, get something that I'm going to enjoy, something I enjoy doing and kind of capitalizing and turning into making some money off of it or something. So my ultimate goal is to always, get paid off of this fighting thing.
Hey, man, keep at it. We can see that happening. E Black TV says, I hear your coach is really good. Want to talk about him?
Man, my coach. Shout out to my coach, man, Shaky Lewis.
What's his name? Shaky Lewis?
Yeah, Shaky Lewis. Well, actually, his real name is Cedric, but everybody around here call him Coach Shaky.
Shaky. Okay.
He younger trainer guy, so still. When I first got into the sport, he was actually still trying to be a fighter, So he just kind of transitioned into being a trainer. But I'm sorry about that. But yeah, he's been working with a lot of guys. Some guys you might know. You maybe heard of Simone Kearney. He was number 2 in the nation at one point, fought in the Olympic trials last year. Corners Graves, he real close friends with him and trained him. Guy fought Wilder in the Olympic trials twice, and he last pro fight was against Andrew Tabiti.
All right.
Cruiserweight. So he's a younger coach, so we both still learning the sport at the same time, and we both growing. But the thing I like about we on the same page with everything, and he understands styles. He understands boxing from a different point than a lot of coaches do. I work with a couple of other coaches, and man, they real stuck in their ways. If they want you to do one specific thing, and that's it. Coach Shaky is pretty open to, he understands styles basically. He's open to learn new things.
So we got some more here from the people. Let me go out to who's up next. Looking like Sir Bishop in California says, "Welcome to our Border Wars family. It's cool to see new members join Border Wars. Question: You seem like a versatile kind of guy. How many different weight classes do you think you can successfully fight in?"
I mean, I don't. As far as pro wise,
As far as
or
Border
does he
Wars,
mean?
for this Border Wars, not amateurs, not pro, right here.
Okay, Border Wars. I go all the way up to 160, 168, man.
Uh,
That in Border Wars.
nice, nice.
I spar a lot of guys, around that weight anyway, and I'm kind of actually going down, to make 140, but I'm actually more comfortable at the higher weights.
That's good. We got Eddie Bola de Grasa, Las Vegas captain. He says 12-2 in the amateurs. Sounds like you got a great amateur career in front of you. Why Border Wars? Why bother with this level of competition?
I mean, like I feel like it can, get my name out there. Kind of, yeah, y'all got a good following, man. Y'all probably in my opinion, y'all the best boxing podcast out there. But y'all got a good following, man. A lot, like you said, a lot of times, a lot of these promoters and people watching y'all, so they might see this one day and like, man, I might need to go take a call, go check on that guy, go see about him.
I like the way you're thinking, Corey. Very intelligent, man. Very intelligent. You know what I mean? And honestly speaking, if we're talking dollars and cents, what it costs you to sign up to Border Wars and the level of promotion that you get and receive for that, and like you said, the possibility of the eyeballs. Like, look, we are gonna have a television executive there. You never know. And he used to be a boxing manager. So
Yeah.
shout out to Adrian Clark, man. Go ahead and pick up his book. And he did very well. He brokered deals. Look, he had a big. He the one put that deal together for Cotto and Earl Spence. Obviously, Earl didn't take it, but Earl could have took it. He could have took that. So like, you are right. You never know who's gonna see it. You never know who you're gonna meet, man. And I like the way you're thinking, because I love the amateurs, and it's a beautiful thing to have a great amateur record, because it's gonna get you signed by a good promoter. But at the same time, they need to do a better job of getting you out there, because if that promoter doesn't have a talent scout or agent, your talent goes unnoticed. But shout out to you, man. Got a good head on your shoulder. Those are all the questions, Corey, man. But I guess if you can tell us a little bit about your style for those that haven't seen you, haven't gone to Patreon or seen one of your amateur fights, what are we expecting? What stance are you? Orthodox, southpaw, aggressive, puncher, boxer, thinker, brawler? What is Corey Frank?
Well, of course, I'm a southpaw, and as far as my style, honestly, it changes, bro. Like, depending on, my thing is able to adjust. I'm a very versatile guy. I'm able to adjust towards my opponent. If I got an opponent out there that's more of a bang up brawler, I'm gonna play the bull and the matador. If I got a guy that's kind of running around, trying to kind of moving his feet, I'm gonna bring the pressure. I can bang, I can move, I can use my athletic ability and stay away from you. Whatever gonna give me the win. Starting off fighting, I was still transitioning my body as a boxer, and I kind of was a little heavier on my legs, and I honestly I did get more knockouts early on in fighting, but as I adjusted and competition got a little better, I kind of started boxing from the outside a little more, and kind of touching, getting in, getting out type fighter.
Beautiful, beautiful. So listen, man, if you got any social media, please give it out. For anybody that isn't following you, can do so. And are you a heavy poster, man? Are you going to keep those followers entertained if they do follow you, man?
Man, bro, honestly, that's the thing I need to work on more, and that's what I'm kind of doing for us transitioning to the pros, is getting my name out there more. I don't have a big following right now because I don't post a lot. I'm like kind of like Crawford. Like I don't really like.
I hear you.
I'm not. Yeah, but
And I was just about to ask you too to just do me one favor, man. Just turn it up a little more, cause you're already captivating everybody, and they're like, "Who is this Corey guy?" So like,
yeah.
turn it up some more in terms of like talking shit, showing a little more videos of whatever it is, you know.
See, my thing was, work on my skills. I was always saying I worry about the promoting and getting my name out there once I turn pro. Right now, I'm gonna just focus on getting better. Just focus on staying in the gym and that type of stuff. But now that I'm getting ready to get to that point where I am transitioning to turning pro, I do need to get my name out there. Sell myself as a fighter.
We got one more question from Eric Cruz, who says, "Hey Corey, welcome to the Border Wars family. My question: are you willing to travel out of Texas for another Border Wars?"
Oh yeah, man. I want to be in all the Border Wars as long as I can. As long as y'all can match me and make me a fight, man. I go to Mexico. I'll take
I love it.
plane tickets, DR, where y'all want to go.
Yeah, Corey.
Okay.
Yeah, Corey here for the long haul. He coming for me. Listen, tell him
Whoever wants the smoke.
Yo, tell him what the chat don't know, man. Secretly, y'all, he already told Mitty that he is pound for pound number one. We just don't know it, man. So, before you go, we got a few more minutes before our next episode. Tell us, why do you think you will be pound for pound number one in Border Wars?
I haven't seen Mitty actually fight, but I know he doing. You could tell kind of body language. He looking at the he gave me a compliment, but he looking at the footage like, dang, this man might got something. He just missing it. So you can kind of tell that he sees something. And that's what y'all considering the best. So. That's what I want. I want the best.
Well, I'm glad you said you can make 168, because his fighting weight is 160, so that means he can meet you at 160. This way you ain't got to go too high. He come to 60, you go up to 60 maybe, or maybe even a little lower, man. Maybe your name gets
he
so
the A
big.
side, man. Mitty the A side right now. He on the channel. Hey, I gotta come meet him. I gotta meet his qualifications. If he wanna agree to meet, between 154, 155, that'd be perfect. Hey, but I can make 160 easy.
Oh man, you shouldn't have told him like Canelo did, man. You shouldn't have even said that you can make 160. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't want no excuses. I don't want zero excuses.
He don't want no excuses.
When it's time to make that, I want zero excuses.
Let's
Wow.
go. Let's go.
No reason to duck, Mitty. I come up to your weight, take your belt.
Oh man, I love it. Well, you do got to get past Donel, man. And listen, man, we gave him the name "I'll fight anybody" Fernandes, and that's what he's doing. You know what I mean? When he first fought, he fought Ricky Swift. Ricky Swift had 10 amateur fights. He beat Ricky. His next fight, he went for the scalp of a pro in JD. That didn't work, and he's back coming to get the work with you. And you're a 14-fight amateur, so Donel living up to his name. I'll fight anybody. Fernandes, man.
Yep.
He don't care. So, look, I took him with me to Alabama. He just wanted the experience. He ain't know Ndongo was there. Right in the ring with Ndongo. As soon as I say, yo, don't you want to be a fighter? Ndongo, give him some work. He looked at me like, for real? I'm like, you better believe for real. Get your ass in there. And they got in there, man. So, yeah, we going to see what you got. For sure, I'm excited. You definitely bring that energy that we love to Border Wars. We love hearing that you're willing to come and continue to be in it and travel, man. And obviously, when you go pro, man, we're going to interview you, not only you, but your trainer as well. I already like the name. You said Shaky Williams?
Yep.
I like it. I like it, man. That sound like a great trainer's name, man. So we will not forget you, and we're going to continue to not only promote you on Border Wars, but as your amateur's career continues. If you decide to have another amateur fight, we'll do our best to promote it. You let me know. We'll bring you on the show and let everybody know that you're going to be fighting in whatever city or state so that they can support you locally. And same thing goes if you turn pro, man. Whenever you're ready, we're going to be right here to interview you, man.
Man, I appreciate that, man. Shout out to Donel, man. I respect to anybody that's getting in the ring, man. Anybody it takes a different type of person to get in the ring and fight, man. And shout out to him. Hey, but he got his hands full. December 5th. I hope he training. I hope he doing whatever he can. I easily get up and train 2 days out the week, and two days out the 2 times out the day. I'm sorry, I ain't mean to say it like that. And go to work.
Well, Corey, Frank, thank you one more time. Give that Instagram or whatever social media you got for those that don't know and can start following.
I'm on Instagram and Facebook is Corrie underscore Frank Jr. Corrie underscore Frank.
All right, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Corrie underscore Frank.
Corrie, because a lot of people misspell my name. You know, usually they put Corry,
Okay.
Corey, but it's Corrie
All right.
underscore Frank.
All right, champ. Well, thank you once again. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
This is going to be another fight on our Border Wars series. December 2nd is going, December 5th is going down. And we're going to go ahead and end this right here. And that's GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. We'll be back live right here at youtube.com/ThaBoxingVoice. Literally in a matter of seconds, we're going live with some breaking news with Terrence Bud Crawford.
Yeah, next up, Sports Talk. Peace.